This is a short presentation about introducing the pain self-management skill as a means to introducing and guiding conversations about the concept of self-management in chronic pain. The pieces are presented separately, but really they all relate and many rely on one another. Acceptance is at the top because this is the biggest and most important step for any person with chronic pain. It can also be one of the biggest obstacles. It can be talked about in different ways, but can be compared to smoking or diet, which is only when you acknowledge that it is what you do that makes the difference. Another way to think about it is to ask the person with pain if they are looking for pain relief or to actively manage their pain. Even after many years in pain management services, some patients are really looking for relief rather than managing. This often leads to disappointment and frustration, so it can be good to have this conversation about what it is they are looking for. For understanding chronic pain, introducing the idea that there are two types of pain, acute and chronic, can be a light bulb moment. Realizing that the persistent pain in their back isn't the same as the pain hitting the thumb with a hammer or a sprained ankle can be important. It is a positive message that chronic pain is more to do with the nervous system and less to do with damage. This is because the nervous system can change, and it also means that they or their back are not broken. Pacing is a simple idea, but can be difficult for people to put into practice. Simply put, it means taking a rest before you need a rest. But it means people need to be self-aware of when they are beginning to overdo things. The biggest obstacles tend to be people's own stubbornness, so they think stopping is giving in. Or it can be that the perceived expectations of others, that as a person with pain looks okay, then they will continue to do all the jobs, tasks, or favours they have always done. This chart is really a Borg scale, or perceived effort applied to pain. It helps people think about how much physical and mental effort something is taking, and recognise how they are feeling. Ideally, we want people to be around about level 4. Exercise is important, no matter how little. After all, walking around the couch means you are still lapping the person sitting on the couch. Again, people's expectations of themselves can be a problem and are usually too high. For example, I used to be able to ... People may think exercise is harmful, and this links into the understanding of their pain. A couple of golden rules are that you should not feel significantly worse after doing exercise. Even so, it does not mean that you have caused any harm or damage, just that it was at too high a level to begin with. Doing a little bit each day will do far more in the long run than 1 or 2 big bouts per week. And it doesn't really matter what exercise you do, it should be achievable, and the bar shouldn't be set so high that another failure is inevitable. Lastly, it should be fun. Music, dancing, or doing it with other people and having a laugh all help. For goal setting, have a focus or a target can be important. For some people, they just want to be able to do a bit more. So building activity tolerance and understanding that your hurts aren't your harms are important. For diet, we are just looking for people to eat a healthy, balanced diet. Being in chronic pain, or sometimes the side effects of medication, can reduce appetite. We often feel fatigued, and this can be due to poor diet or fluid intakes. It is not uncommon for people to say that all they have is 2 slices of toast and 20 cups of tea or coffee in one day. Relaxation, meditation, or stress management is important, but it is different strokes for different folks. You need to work the mindfulness muscle, so practice is important. Doing it 5 minutes once per week, for example, is unlikely to help. Typical unhelpful thinking can be, for example, due to a perfectionist style, e.g., I either do all or there's no point in starting. Or again, thoughts of pain being linked to signs of harm or damage can limit exercise or activity-related goals. Understanding medication can be part of pain self-management, but most of pain self-management is to do with the non-medical approaches. Sleep management is important too. We now know that prolonged periods of poor sleep sensitize the nervous system and can be a predictor of chronic pain. Sleep hygiene and routine are skills that also require practice. Flare-ups are unfortunately inevitable. They can be scary too, as people ask themselves, what has happened? Has the damage got worse? How long is this going to last? In general, physically overdoing things, times of stress, worry, anger, frustration, or feeling run down lead to flare-ups. Sometimes there isn't an answer, but having a plan, trying to keep a little active, pacing, relaxation, and knowing that the increase in pain isn't a sign of further harm or damage is important. And finally, this is a small example of one I've used with somebody where we've made the link between sleep, diet and stress. The uncertainty is to do with the potential offer of surgery, which then affects motivation for making other changes. I've identified pacing and sleep management as being of particular importance for this person to work on. As I say, it is all connected.